That's dirty. Mr. Lamson, how are you? Always a pleasure.
Yeah.
Just need to reset?
Yeah, my clients just had it back out there.
Ooh, that's new.
We're gonna start arrangements and
No, just lazy. I'll shave probably tomorrow. Once my kids yell at me.
Since your internet star.
No. I don't YouTube. I cut it out. Yeah. Yeah, because I think it was it just got too big and it never, it exploded too much and, the collateral consequence of every, just,
You made a sign, you want to be TV?
no. I'm gonna be like you. That's what I want to be.
So she went on one of those shows, I don't know which one it was. We had a case that was filed on JP, right? A woman came where it said investing in these gambling machines. There were 8 liners, whatever. That's illegally all over town. So she got down. So saw the petition she filed against her to get her money back. Come up to LA. She went out there, what they agreed to do is they will pay the judgment.
Yes. Right.
So she went out there.
She went?
Judgment, he paid her. We're still waiting for the.
Wow. Who'd she go in front of, Judy or who?
Pardon?
Who'd she go in front of?
I don't know, I can't remember what she told me, but, and she said, so when is it gonna show up? And they said, we don't know.
Maybe it won't.
Well, it gets sent to the television company, the broadcast company, and they decide.
Interesting.
Kind of interesting. I thought that was.
Yeah. Yeah, I just think it just got too big and I never realized how, it can obviously do a little harm when I never want to hurt anyone, right? The only thing.
Woman out there, nurse.
And I never had, like, if anyone ever came here and say, hey man, take it off, we don't want it, I'd never have a problem doing that. I would always acquiesce. But at the end of the day, I think it just got too big. It rubbed a lot of defense lawyers the wrong way, and so it's fine.
Well, the case I'm having, nurse, there's no alcohol detected in the future. Cody, she has Cody, she just had her back operation now before then she was on. Cody.
Well, perhaps the labs when they get back will show,
Yeah, I need some prescription.
Yeah. All right.
Anyway, good to see you.
Always a pleasure, Mr. Lansman. Tell Mr. Looney hi, by the way, if you see him.
Doing well, getting better. He and I are doing that work.
Lawyer charged with murder?
Pardon me?
No, I haven't heard.
It's gonna be, we're going up next week. And
We'll give him my regards.
It'll be on the news.
Yeah.
Okay.
all right, Judge,
Thanks.
you ready for arraignments?
Yeah.
All right, page 5, Shabbat, come on up.
I know, well, then I'll just come back.
Sounds good, thank you so much.
Right, so, Mr. Shabbat, you're charged with assault bodily injury. You're facing a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. Let's do this. I'm just gonna have you take a seat in the jury box. We'll wait for your lawyer to get here. Do not leave, sir.
All right, Judge, next is page 6, Josh, come on up.
Hey, finally. Mr. Bose,
Good morning, Judge.
it only took 6 years. How are you,
Only?
Mr. Das?
Happy to be here.
We're happy that you finally made it after all that time,
Thank you.
Yeah, so, let me let Ramon in. All right. Mr. Das, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. I seriously have to commend your lawyer, Mr. Bose, who has just literally stayed with you 1,797 days old, and she has never, ever forgotten. Mr. Bose,
Yes, Judge. Good
Yourself
morning.
On the back, really. Just,
Thank you.
you are one and amazing.
Oh, thank you, Judge.
We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On February 13th, 2020, officers were dispatched in regard to a major crash at the exit ramp of Bingle and Pinemont on Northwest Freeway. And the officer made contact with the defendant, who was observed sitting in the driver's seat with the keys in the ignition, with the vehicle still running, and the defendant was covered in vomit. The officer smelled a strong odor of an alcoholic beverage and observed bloodshot eyes and slurred speech. The officer further observed the defendant driving the vehicle and swerve across several lanes and strike a Toyota Sienna van. And that they followed the vehicle, and that's whenever they pulled over the vehicle and made contact with the defendant. The officer made contact with the complainant, who did not see the driver or the car hit them. They just felt the impact, which caused their car to spin out of control. And the officer then conducted standard field sobriety test, HGN 6 out of 6, walk and turn 5 out of 8, one leg stand 3 out of 4. The defendant was read the DIC and consented breath. The results 0.112 and 0.118.
You said he was in the driver's seat when
He
the
was
cop
observing
came
the
up to
driver's
him.
seat still running and keys in the ignition.
Mr. Das, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. You are also not allowed to drive unless you have a valid Texas driver license and liability insurance. Do you understand? Okay, you've got a great lawyer. Listen to her. She'll take care of you. Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance so you don't have to waste your time coming to court, but just stay in touch with her. She'll tell you when you need to come back and what to do.
Sure.
Do you see a valid license?
I'm writing it right now, Your Honor. It's eligible.
Great. So for now, I'm going to have you sign a receipt with Victoria. We'll have you get with pretrial for your bond conditions, and after that, you're free to go. All right?
Thank you.
Please.
Judge House, March 4th through the 6th.
Thank you, Judge. May I be excused?
No, we need a date. Hold on. How's
Oh.
March 4th through 6th? You say.
That is a national holiday, the day that the Queen was born. How about,
Is that your birthday?
yes, my birthday is the 7th. So let's do the 4th. Let's do the 4th and yes.
Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
Hey, have a great day.
You do the same, Judge. Bye-bye.
Judge, we also have page 7, Esquivel, Bristol. Let's have a seat in the jury box.
Hey, on that out of county, is Hanover coming today? Kelsey, is Hanover coming today?
No, sir, it will be someone else.
He filed a motion to revoke and raise on a Vicente Rodriguez.
Oh, I
Yes.
did that yesterday.
You filed it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I guess you want to still talk about it?
Yes, Judge. And the reason we did that, Judge Jackson requested we do so because we were asking it orally, but we filed that and we can talk about that.
Okay, all right, I guess, well, let's do this. Ms. Esquivel, you are charged with violation of a bond or protective order. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, ma'am.
Yes, Judge. On January 8th, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, the officers were conducting surveillance on the defendant who had active warrants out of the 178th as part of a fugitive task force when they observed the defendant's vehicle parked at a location where the defendant was prohibited from going due to an active protection order. The officers then observed the vehicle drive away, driven by the complainant of the defendant's open case in the 178th. The officers then observed the vehicle to have an expired registration and initiated a traffic stop. The officer then found the defendant hiding in the back seat. Both the complainant and the defendant acknowledged that the defendant was prohibited from the residence.
So she was at the
She was at the
residence.
complainant's residence, yes.
Was she with the complaining witness
complainant.
as well?
Yes. They
Okay,
were
so
together.
how bad are we talking the ag assault? Do you mind telling me about that?
I'll tell you about the ag assault, Your Honor. So In the aggravated assault, the officers were dispatched to a disturbance and they met with the complainant who stated he was involved in a verbal altercation at a bar earlier in the morning. And then once the complainant arrived home, he was locked out of his house and had to force the door open. And that started another disturbance with the defendant. The defendant threw several items at the complainant and the defendant began to strike the complainant on his back of his neck several times with their hands. And the officer observed the complainant to have red scratch marks on his neck. Further, the defendant retrieved a black compact handgun and pointed at the complainant and racked the slide, thereby placing the complainant in fear for his life.
Okay. Esquivel, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I want you to understand something very, very clear. The Texas Constitution does not allow me but in extremely limited circumstances to hold someone at bond. Zero bond. This is that situation. I'm going to put a protective order naming this person as a protected individual. If you so much as do anything to violate any of these conditions, I can have a hearing to hold you at no bond. And I will do it in a heartbeat to protect every person in my county. Do you understand? You are not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to randomly test you. No weapons, no contact with the complaining witness, and no going. I'm assuming, is it a he, she? Well, it doesn't matter. You're not to have any contact. Don't go anywhere where this person lives, works, anything. Do you understand? I don't want to talk about the case, but
President, I'm a little
Oh.
confused.
who's your lawyer?
Robert Valles, and he's on my case. He was supposed to be here this morning. I'm a little confused.
Do you know, has Bo said he's going to show?
Hasn't said anything.
We had no idea that you have a lawyer. Okay, so let's do this. What I can do is I can have you take a seat. We'll wait for him to get here. But regardless, I'm putting these conditions on your bond. I've found that probable cause exists to go forward with your case. The only thing I'm telling you now, don't violate any of these conditions because there are severe consequences.
Yes, Your Honor.
We'll go through it again when your lawyer gets here, but just don't leave until he gets here, okay?
Your Honor.
For now, I'm gonna have you sign a reset with Victoria. We'll have you get signed for your conditions. Just take a seat momentarily. Well, once he gets here, then we'll go through it.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Good morning, Judge.
Hi, Iman.
Oh, good.
You ready?
You're the yellow boxes, violation of law conditions.
Okay, come on up, please.
That's just your reset for the next meeting.
That's good.
Go ahead and have a signature.
Con sus manos para abajo, es falta de respeto, pues. Vamos a escuchar más.
Sí. You were here because a bond violation has occurred. You were ordered to go take a test and you failed to do so. If this ever happens again, I will revoke your bond, issue a warrant for your arrest, and I'm going to put you in jail.
Lo voy a encarcelar.
Do you understand?
¿Él lo entiende? Yes.
I am now sending you for a drug and alcohol test, and you must come back.
Y tiene que regresar.
Do you understand?
¿Él lo entiende?
Okay, all right.
Yes.
We're pretty confident that he's going to come out clean. Am I excused on this case or should I be?
Do me a favor, I guess, leave me your cell phone just in case, and we'll reach out to you if something unfortunate were to,
Definitely.
just advise your client that if he ever misses another test again, then no.
He's from Latin America. They reversed he was supposed to come back on 1/6/25. He thought it was 6/1, that kind of thing. So we're confident he's going to be clean.
I hope so. Okay, all right, take a seat for me, please.
Back here in the audience or over here?
Yeah, just over there is fine.
Okay, got it.
So, Mr. Milan, if you want to leave your cell phone with Victoria, then we'll.
Counsel for reset.
Oh, okay. Okay.
bond
Mhm.
set and raised last week. Earlier. He was set for February 3rd. The attorney, Mr. Brooklyn, wanted to ask why he didn't get PR bonds.
What? He's
That's what
still
he-
in?
He's still in because there was nothing written on the docket, and we had nothing to put trial because we didn't have a free set that day.
So let's give him a PR bond now.
PR bond. Okay.
Yeah. He was supposed to get it back then. I mean, I said it like 15 times. I don't understand, why it didn't get done. Hi,
Hi,
how can I help?
there's now Lopez Ayante.
Is it under Lopez?
Page one, Your Honor. Top of one.
I said, okay,
We're gonna have to reset it because we have not, we're gonna have to reset it because we have not gotten.
it's okay. Like, I don't need to get involved unless it gets like old.
I understand, but what I'd like to ask, and the district attorney has agreed, it's his bond conditions are affecting his ability to work because his ability to work in restaurants and bars, that's what he does for a living.
What condition is it?
It is the condition that he cannot work in a restaurant or any type of bar or restaurant.
No, I would never have told him that he cannot work at a restaurant.
Bond conditions read he's not to work in any bars or any establishment where greater than 50% of sales are from alcohol.
No, that's fine. Wage appearance.
Was he selling to minors? Is that what the allegation is?
So the allegation is that he was just selling at 2:30 a.m. without a permit.
Oh, is that the one you all just approached?
Oh, it's his second.
Mhm.
I mean, I don't have a problem if he works at a restaurant, right? If he's a bartender, I mean, it's the second time with this thing. So if he wants to work at, I have no problem. I mean, I'll take off the 50%, I don't care,
Okay.
right? So just behind the bar, but any restaurant, I don't care.
Any restaurant?
Yeah, I mean, really, we can take off the 50%. I think that's,
I was gonna offer that he get its recertification with TABC in order to work at a bar or restaurant.
okay, done,
Okay.
do it.
Okay.
And yeah,
Thank you, Your Honor.
yes, ma'am.
Appreciate it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hi,
I'm approaching off document.
but Ms. Yurick, take off the 50% regardless
Okay.
for now, so that if in the meantime, he can get a job wherever he wants, get that TABC certification and then, yeah,
Thank you, Your
yes,
Honor.
ma'am, of course. Okay, I'm sorry.
Again, I'm approaching off document.
What's your cost number?
2537245.
Gasky,
Correct.
okay,
Couple things, Judge. First, I noticed there was a summons. I know he came to court because the first case was dismissed. You had no PC, so they went to the grand jury and I just got indicted. So he had another case number. It looked like they did a summons, but it appears it says there's a open warrant for him because of the summons. He did appear in court.
well, I don't know why they do things like this, because it just confuses everybody, Can I give you a cause number? 253-7245. It's in summons right now. I don't think there's anything that we need to do. We don't have to set a bond. We just leave it as is, right? Right. There's no open warrant. It just looks weird because it doesn't look like a normal case. But when it's a summons, you don't have to put a bond. You don't have to do anything. We just carry on as normal. Is he here now?
He's on the way.
Okay.
He's went on the docket today, but he's on the way. There's another issue, the fact that he doesn't live in Africa, but he has a wife and child in Africa. He was living over there, but he came back over here to complete his education.
Okay.
So now he wants to travel back there from the 15th to January 15th to February 15th.
I don't have a problem. Yeah.
Right, but the situation on one of the bond conditions is that he has to, if you get called, come drug test during that period, during that month. So how would that be? We have, not to appear that it's your.
Right. No. So when people are out of town, what we typically do is we tell them to go test at a Quest diagnostic, get the result to us, and then everybody's happy. I don't know if there is one where is he going?
No.
I don't know if there's one. I doubt it. I gotta imagine that they do have some kind of testing done there. He's still under bond condition, right? So no matter where he goes anywhere, you know. This was a second, right?
I think it's the first.
I see there was one in the 248 that was disposed of 11/5 of
And
November.
I
What
believe
happened with
that's just
that?
Whenever it was indicted, because I don't,
So I see one was dismissed 10/26/24. Is that the one that I
Yeah, no
found no
PC.
PC?
no BC, Your Honor.
It looks really bad. You know, like if he gets pulled over by an officer, holy
You have all these DWIs.
God, they're gonna just go nuts. But it's all stemming from one incident, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so yeah, it's a true first. We'll leave it on him as how to test
Okay.
over there. Just get it to you. It'll get it to us and then just let him know that he just can't use while he's over there.
Okay.
And then, you know, just sometimes they get called on, sometimes they don't. So who knows? But we will let pretrial know that he's not gonna be able to come in. If he does get selected, he's just gonna have to go test somewhere over there.
Right.
And normally what I do is I also pay for it. I can't do that here.
Correct.
So that'll be on him as well. Okay?
But question, Judge, is there a way to suspend the testing for that 30 days while he's over it?
Well, if I do that, is he gonna drink? You know what I mean? That's what I want to make sure that he's not doing, you know? And while I still have the condition in, hopefully he won't. That's the thing, you know? After a while, if you can show me after a couple months that there are no issues, then I'll take it off. But in the initial phases, I want to make sure that not someone that has an issue, you know? That's why.
Right. Does he's on the way, does he need to speak to the pretrial?
He will, yeah.
All right. Thank you,
Okay, so
Judge.
just let me know when he gets here, then we'll get you guys out.
All right, thank
Okay,
you.
thanks.
Judge, we have an arraignment that just showed up,
Okay,
page 8 and 9. Godfrey, come on up.
good morning, Mr. Godfrey. Sir, you are charged with two cases. You're charged with evading arrest or detention. You're also charged with failure to identify oneself, giving fictitious information. On the evading, you were facing up to a year in jail, and on your other case, you're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On January 6, 2025, officers responded to an assault in progress in Harris County, Texas, and met with the complainant, who reported a young black male involved in an assault. The complainant identified the defendant, and the officers attempted to detain the defendant when the defendant fled when he saw the police. The officer pursued the defendant on foot, and the defendant was located by the officer after approximately 100 yards after attempting to enter another apartment. The officer instructed the defendant to surrender. The defendant then jumped down from a second-story stairwell in an attempt to flee, and the defendant was then apprehended by the officer while the defendant continued to resist. Once detained, the officer attempted to obtain the defendant's date of birth and name. The defendant would not provide a date of birth and gave a false name. After multiple attempts, the defendant provided the requested information.
Okay. So was he the one that they were actively investigating?
Yes, because he was identified by the complainant as being involved in an assault, and they tried to investigate and detain him for that assault.
What happened with that?
Let me see if there's any further information about that. So in regard to the original assault, it was determined that no assault occurred, but it was after further investigation.
Sure. Okay. Mr. Godfrey, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with both of your cases. How old are you, sir?
17.
What do you do for a living?
I'm searching for a job right now. I'm gonna work at the warehouse.
Did you graduate from high school?
No, sir.
You need to.
Yes, sir.
You need to get back into high school.
So that's what I'm working on right now. We're working on putting me back in school. I'm getting back on track.
Who are you here with today?
My aunt, she's parking.
She's what?
She's parking, like she's paying for parking right now.
Is that Aunt? Are you Aunt?
No, sir. She's downstairs. She ain't make it upstairs. I came up here. She's Looking for a
give you a
parking
lawyer.
spot.
I'm gonna give you a lawyer today. I want you to get back in school and I'm making that a condition of your bond. You have to graduate from high school. You will be in this life. Education is where it starts. If you don't have an education, at the minimum, a high school diploma, you're going to be making pennies to when everybody else is making dollars. Do you understand?
Sir.
So I'll give you a lawyer today. I'm gonna have you talk to the lawyer. We're gonna figure out how to get you back into school. I'm gonna give you 2 to 3 weeks. And when you come back, I want you to show me that you've either enrolled into high school or you start working on your GED. If you've done nothing, it's not gonna go well for you. No smoking weed. I'm gonna test you. I wanna make sure that you're not using as well. Do you understand? I'm sending you for a drug test now because I wanna make sure that you're not using. Is that in? No? Okay. So can you appoint him a lawyer, please? All right, I'm gonna have you sign a receipt with Victoria. I'm gonna have you get with pretrial. And I'm gonna have you go take a test. I'm gonna have you come back and then I'm gonna have a lawyer when you come back. All right? Okay.
All right, go ahead and sign for your receipt.
I can't believe that they wouldn't give them, they didn't, I mean, why didn't anyone call? You know, really? Just, you gonna let them sit there for another freaking week? Hey, Tristan Smith didn't get a PR bond after all this time, you know? Where's, tell me,
Do you recall Miss Tammy
Stefanski,
She reported to the way,
correct?
but she has her A and B, her portable license. Did she
Okay.
return it to the vendor? Did she keep it while in residential?
No, take it off. Yeah, I mean, she's in residential. I don't think that there's any need,
Okay.
you know?
so it's-
Yeah.
Judge, on page 36, the KPS profile. What did you want to do? He's back here.
There was an accident. Okay, and a park split. Okay, so I think the best course of action is to reach out to Attorney Congress or to further. Right, yeah, I see the mitigation package here, so I'm guessing right now, Brandon's probably looking at it, so. Right, yeah, because I know about the meeting just put in there yesterday, so there's still. It looks like there's also a court civic, so that's probably the root cause for. So try to get a hold of whoever that's sitting at the
Oh, that's
janitor. So that that'll work for you, but it's that. So we'll try to reach out to that person. Yeah. I believe so. I believe so. Yes. I was thinking of that. Of course, that's.
You'll have to approach on here.
Yeah, you're off, like, here until we was eating. Driving, all the distractions, and then you're off the, kind of the. What's it? I have one.
Okay, well, we can ask, Brenda as a judge now, and I'll just email you. You can work her email that it goes to instead of going to put those, I will track it on the paper file, and she's talking about it too. But she's doing that. Sure, that's still like transition.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I just, other usually it's in one car, there, just the minutes involved. More.
Okay.
Yeah, that's. Like just the one car.
That's the main difference. Whenever you're it's one car.
Right, no.
I just do the emails that you want to.
Oh, so I need to provide litigation?
Or just say why you want it.
Okay.
With the crash, I'm not gonna put it right now.
Okay.
We can also add an email on there and look at it more too.
Okay.
Good morning. You just go upstairs to your see a woman. Good morning. Oh, yeah, of course. Thank you, ma'am.
Lori, did you need?
I don't know, are you waiting for Victoria? Are you waiting for Victoria? Oh, Mr.
Oh, is this the Rodriguez?
Yeah. Is he still in the hospital?
As far as I understand.
Okay, so let's reset him to, is Chief say all right?
Oh, yes. I got it. I remember who this guy is. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Okay, here.
Got it. Okay. Thank you so much. Okay. Okay, I guess just give me a heads up, or I guess have them text me or call me and I'll run down and I'll help you guys out. Okay. There you go. Okay. You're the best. Thanks. Bye. Are you ready? Okay. Hi.
Marvin Okute, OPU.
Okay.
This is what I was in last week. There was still work that needed to be done. We ended up just saying that we were gonna submit a mitigation packet. You'd asked how long, I said a week. We turned it in. Unfortunately, Mr. Okute is not in court today. He is working out of state in Ohio and he couldn't afford the ticket to make it back. I checked with the state. They haven't made a decision yet on the mitigation packet. And that he needs to still do the RIP to see how much restitution. if
Yeah,
any.
but it's 200 days old. I mean, how many times have you tried the RIP already?
Yes, Judge, and we've tasked the investigator now, so hoping she can find it within the next couple of days. And I can.
Okay, I'll set it for a week. I'm not,
Yes,
there's no
Judge.
more time.
Yes,
That's
Judge.
it. Really. And then if you can also hopefully have a decision.
Because, yeah, and as I was talking to defense, Brenda Gomez put in the notes that as of yesterday, it's still pending approval, so they're still looking at it. And I could reach out to them again and see.
Okay, let's set it for, I guess, next Monday, you know, and then,
May I ask that his appearance be waived, the tickets last minute, or if we're doing it a week?
I got it, but he's gonna have to come to do the TRAS,
No,
right?
I told
So I'll waive it for next Monday, wait to see, because he may get denied, I don't know. Approved, he's fast tracked to get here though. I'm not gonna do weeks for him to get a plane ticket. He's gonna have to take a bus or something.
Understood, Judge.
Yeah, okay,
Thank you.
so we'll roll it to Monday.
Judge, did you want to schedule to rest for night?
No, nothing yet. We're waiting for, to see if they get approved.
Council, please. Council, for recess.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna put you on an ex parte matter.
You want to go back
Yes,
there? Yes. Oh, you want money? You can have it. All you have to do is ask. You don't need to, just as much money as you want, really. I'm surprised that more people don't, like in a year, I probably get maybe 5. Yeah.
I'm using them like I have one in this court, another court, like.
No one, I'm telling you, it's not many. The only thing is you have to have an amount. So, and for what purpose it's going to be. So like if it's for a blood expert, you need, I need a blood expert. This is who it is. This is how much it's going to be. So it can't just be an open here. It's not an open checkbook. It has to be like a certain amount and has to be who it goes to.
So it's for the,
do you have one already or no?
not for an expert, for investigator. But
How much do you want?
not to exceed $800. So 1,000.
Is that it?
Just 2,000, yes. Because I don't need it for extensive, just,
Okay. And if you need more, just come back. Okay, thanks. Yes, ma'am. Yes, of course.
What's his name?
Hi, of course.
Judge Fleischer, I've just been appointed to Mr. JV. First of all, how are you? Nice to see you. I've just been appointed to Mr. Javion Godfrey. My
Okay.
understanding is that you sent him out to go get drug tested.
So I wouldn't get him drug tested. He's 17. Looks like he's not in school anymore. What I'd like to do is get him back into school. I'm going to say, hey, look, it's a part of your bond conditions. So kind of, you can really get impressed to him how important it is to get back into school. What we normally do is we set it off 2 to 3 weeks to give them time to re-enroll. If money is an issue, I have paperwork that I can give them where they can enroll in free GED classes. If he needs a cell phone, if he needs a tablet, we can give all that stuff to you. We just need to know. So just reach out to him, see what he needs, see what he doesn't need. Great. That's it.
So back today.
Yeah, he should be back here probably within the hour. If he tests positive, I'm going to tell him that I'm going to drug test him again in about 45 days. If he tests positive, it's really not going to go well for him. So I'm trying to get him, if he's dirty, not to use anymore. And let him know that he will definitively be tested, so you know, if you do it. So, okay?
Thank you.
Sure.
I've got a couple of cases upstairs, so it's gonna be about now.
Take your time. There's no rush, really, of course. Look, you look great, man.
Thank you,
Look
Judge.
at,
Trying.
look at you, man.
Trying to be like you,
Holy
Judge.
moly.
I've been
You
trying.
look great.
Thank you.
You look 40, 50.
Changed diet and working out in the morning.
Awesome. You look great. You're killing it.
Yeah, with the other kids. Yeah, I'm trying.
Who you got?
I got Ortega in custody, Your Honor. This one, it's pretty old. I haven't been on it the entire time. He has a felony this Thursday. I'm just trying to see if I can move him to Friday to see if we can work something out.
Yeah. What, Alex, is there anything going on upstairs? Oh, I hope it's just not a new case too. Watch it be new.
The,
Oh, yeah,
the
yeah.
offers made.
No. So it's an ag assault. He just picked it up in November.
Yeah, the ag assault. And I don't see any information as far as updates.
And he's on felony probation too.
We have to set it, we'll set it, but it's kind of.
Obviously, I'm going to give you time.
Yeah,
But just,
yeah, I know.
all right, and whatever you
No
want.
fun situation for me either. Like,
Hi. Morning.
I have Joshua Hunt on docket.
Joshua's the last name?
Last name Hunt.
Honey? Hunt, sorry, man, I'm way off. Oh, is he here?
He's not here, Judge. So I did get in contact with his mom. She says that he's in Woodland Hill Springs in Conroe. She said that he doesn't have an out date. She said that they forwarded, I guess, proof to Victoria. I don't know if she,
I think they did. All they did was they sent an email saying, hey, he's in this place.
oh, okay.
So,
So it seems, I guess that's what she's gonna forward me, but that's all she has for now. But I did tell her that I'll try to get a HIPAA form and we'll reach out to them to see if we can get that signed to maybe get, I guess, the assessment that she said that they're doing on him to see if he's actually
who's the
there.
complaining witness in the case?
She is the mom.
Mhm. Hey, Vic. Proof that Hunt, the
I
family,
didn't get any. It was, so we had the same situation, two different. defendants.
oh, okay.
So this is somebody else who was set for arraignment on the tenth, fell to appear. Mom says Constance took her to a mental health facility, but didn't give her any documentation. She's claimed that she had a phone number. I asked her to email me proof, and I haven't heard anything after that.
Yeah. Nice.
I guess let's set it a week, do what you can, see how much, just let them know. I can't just take your word. I need something else, we've already said it a couple days. I'll give you another courtesy week. But if we come back and there's nothing, then,
I'll let her know. Thank you.
all right. So super SFBF.
Okay.
Yes, thank you. Oh, yeah. Yes. Council for reset. Council, we have a Michael on the first few.
Oh, see, oh, yeah.
Hey, man, what's going on?
Yes.
Thank you. Council for reset.
Still waiting on the police station to do that. Oh, we have a station to do something. Yeah. Okay. And then you got it on camera. Just as like, so that's our, they've requested it, so this was waiting. Let me do the escalation request. I'll do that right now. One sec. I just need, yeah, body. So body camera all the videos. Which one? Yeah, she had just like the dash.
For tenants asking if you can help them out at 10:30.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So. Yeah. What's last name? Of course.
Council for reset.
Okay. No, some deals that's perfect, like they're transparent. Now for some reason it's popping up. On the signature. I know. It's so. Is he here today?
How's it going, man? Good, good. Okay, this experience was fresh.
Council for reset. Yes.
Morning, Judge.
Approaching on Leonard Johnson.
Okay.
He has a failure to ID. He recently picked up a felony. I'm just requesting that the court not revoke or increase his bond.
So it looks like they didn't give him a PR bond this time.
No, correct.
On this is?
Yes, not revoke it.
So what happened in the new case? He picked up an impeding
He
breath?
picked up a felony case. I haven't read
Yes,
into it
Judge.
much.
Yeah, impeding breath.
It's an assault impeding breath.
Yes.
How bad are we talking, Alex?
So in the impeding, so he first hit the complainant with his hand causing pain and then put his arm on the complainant's neck and applied pressure, thereby impeding her breath, then telling her to stop fucking playing with me and you ain't going nowhere, you know. So he had his arm around her neck.
They did give him a bond on that case too at 1,500.
Yeah, that's why I can't believe it's. Okay, I guess so. He'll have strict conditions if he bonds out though.
Okay.
You know, no alcohol, no drugs, no weapons.
Okay.
I mean, I can't put any conditions on her, you know, but I guess that it'll be that extent of it. So
Okay.
we do need him to sign conditions
Okay.
if he gets released. Okay.
You said if he gets, should he sign or just upon release, he needs to sign it?
Yeah, if he gets released, do you anticipate him making bond?
I'm gonna reach out to a couple of his family members. He wants to make bond, so it might be possible.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, and I just want a 1 week reset. We just need to get medical records.
Got it.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
Yes, ma'am. Hey,
How's it going?
how are you, man?
Good, good, good. We have Mr. Jordan Stanford on docket again, Judge. This is when I believe we approached on last week.
Yep.
Case is getting pretty old. State was gonna evaluate it, and see if they wanted to dump it or set it.
So you,
Spoke to Kelsey, spoke to Chief this morning. She is kind of on the fence. Needed maybe a little more time
Is
to
that it?
evaluate it.
Yes, we did.
Thank
If we did just a week to look at it a little more, we're probably gonna be fine to set it, but we're still, there's just other things going on. With all this pending felonies.
literally set it to evaluate. Is this the third time? Right?
We're okay either way, Judge. I mean, it's just one of those situations. He has big felonies going on.
I know, but I mean, ours is,
Yeah, I mean, it has to go forward one way.
right, I can't just hold it indefinitely. It's already 300 days old. We got to do something.
Set it for like later in February. Is that what
Sure.
you're trying to-
Yeah.
Oh, perfect, and that'll give them time
And
to
I'll,
look at it.
we'll be.
Okay, all right. So pick a Tuesday.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, Judge.
For sure.
No. No way.
They're saying they don't want to. They're saying yeah.
Oh my God. Oh my God. That's funny. Yeah. Oh my God. Wow. That's fun though.
So I'll just let her know that. And then the other one we had was.
Hey, how you doing? Good, good to see you. Yeah.
You should have a printout out there.
So you got this.
Step four arraignment, came in late, so we sold it, and then it didn't come in that next day.
Mr. Lauderdale. Come on up. Alex, you got the call number?
Oh, thank you. Of course.
Good morning, sir. Mr. Lauderdale, you're charged with criminal mischief. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On January 3rd, 2025, the officer was dispatched to a gas station in Harris County, Texas, in regard to an assault in progress. The officer made contact with the complainant. The complainant stated the defendant had damaged his vehicle, that the complainant had parked his vehicle at the gas station by the front doors. As the complainant was in the store, he observed the defendant standing by the complainant's motor vehicle with a large rock concrete piece over his head, and the defendant threw the rock, breaking the front of the complainant's windshield, causing $1,000 in damages. The officer observed the large concrete rock sitting on the hood of the complainant's vehicle, and the defendant stated he was upset but did not elaborate.
Mr. Lauderdale, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. You missed court, and I issued a warrant for your arrest. I'm going to recall that warrant now, but if you miss court again, it's not going to go well. Do you understand? Do you need a lawyer? Can I give you a lawyer? I need you to talk to me. Okay. I don't want you to pick up any new cases. I want you to be nice. Do not go back to this McDonald's. Do you understand? Do not go back to this McDonald's.
Your Honor, it's a gas station.
Oh, where is it?
Let me see.
I thought you said it was a
A
McDonald's.
gas station on Belfort Street.
Okay, please don't go back to this gas station. Do not pick up any new cases. Do not be a danger to my public. Do you understand? Okay, so if you please provide him a lawyer. All right, I'm gonna have you take a seat in the jury box while I find you a lawyer, okay? Please, yeah, sit it. Can you file those conditions, please?
Yes, Judge.
No weapons, no going back,
Yes, Judge.
no contact with complaining witness. Hmm? Yeah.
Did return to the scene, so it's failed to return to the scene. And then they both got out of the complaint. Said he was going here. So like the complainant's telling him not to stay.
Great. Cool.
Yes, I just got a first.
Okay.
Hey, you ready?
Yes.
Hey. Hey, pretty good. We have already given you 2 bonds. If you miss court again, it's not going to happen again. Do you understand?
Sir.
You were charged with assault, bodily injury. You're facing a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
My apologies. On June 29th, 2023 in Harris County, Texas, the complainant told his family of the incident and the family reported it after it had happened. The complainant was with his friend, the friend's mother, and the mother's boyfriend on a trip to Galveston. The defendant became upset at the complainant because he did not like the way he was looking at him. The defendant pulled the complainant out of the car by his shirt, causing red marks on his chest. The defendant proceeded to slap the complainant in the face. The complainant stated he felt pain. Later on, while stopped at a gas station, the defendant became upset again, and the complainant began to walk away when the defendant grabbed the complainant's backpack that was on his back and threw him on the ground, causing pain. The complainant got up and ran away.
Who is that?
The complainant, a 15-year-old, I don't believe it was just a friend of the.
Mr. Chaput, I'm finding that there's probable cause to go forward with the case, and I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to have any contact with this person. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You're also not to be in possession of any weapons as well. If you violate these conditions, you pick up a new case or you fail to come again, I'm telling you, your bond will go high. I will protect my community at all costs. I don't care how old they are, how young they are. Do you understand?
Sir.
We've given you a lawyer. It is your responsibility to stay in touch with Hugh. If he tells me he can't get a hold of you because you're playing games, likewise, I'll issue a warrant. I'll have you sign a reset. After that, I'll have you meet with the pretrial and then we'll get you out of here, sir.
All
right, Judge. All that.
Right this way.
I don't know until I hear it. Probably. Not always.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. Oh, this is just the officer.
Judge Robert's trying to zoom on.
Oh, great. No, he's not. You lie.
I just hung up with him. He may be getting on short.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I tried to drive, Your Honor.
Okay, great.
Doesn't matter, but I'm going to Africa.
Yes, of course.
Did you want a month about the drug testing right over?
Yeah, of course. Please.
Captain.
Good morning, Mr. McCaskey. Thank you for coming a third time.
Yes, sir.
Listen, he's telling me that you're going back to Africa. You're going to go there for give or take a month. You're still under bond condition in this court. I'm ordering you not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, unprescribed controlled medication. That's all we're having you do now. So even though you're over there, you're still not allowed to use. Typically, when we have people that go out of town, if they get called on the test, what we normally do is have them go to like a Quest diagnostic. They take a test, get the result to their lawyer, the lawyer gets it to us. We'll still do things that way with you, even though that over there. Normally, I pay for everything while you're here, but I can't pay for it over there. So you'll have to do it over there. And I don't even know if there'll be a Quest over there. You'll have to find something, I don't know. But you may not even get called, I don't know. It's the luck of the draw, I don't know.
Yes, sir.
The only other thing I'm going to tell you is that maintain contact with Mr. Henderson. Because if he tells me that you've gone AWOL, that he can't get a hold of you, you're gone, I'm going to issue a warrant for your arrest. And you, if you're out of the country and then we issue a warrant, I cannot tell you how big of a headache that will become. So always remain in contact with him.
Yes, sir.
Anything else?
Oh, Judge, that's it.
Oh, one more thing. You got to look, if you're going to drive over there, you got to look how to do it the right way, because they don't play over there. You know, make sure that you have whatever documents you need. If you may need insurance, if you may need an international license, I don't know. All right. Okay. All right, guys. Good luck.
Thank you, Judge.
Oh, one more thing. Sorry. Because you have him representing you, I will waive your appearance. You don't have to come to court here. But that's why I'm saying you got to remain in contact with him, and he'll tell you if and when you have to come back to court. Okay? Okay, that's it. All right, good luck. That was an,
It's nothing that I need to.
do you remember the cause number on that case? McCaskey?
Yes, Judge.
What is it?
One moment, I have it. Right. So make sure it's the right case.
Mr. Henderson?
I have the cause number. You need it. It's 253, or my apologies. Yeah, 253-7245.
So in that case, Mr. McCaskey is going to Ghana for a month, and they were supposed to tell pretrial to give those dates to pretrial so that they know not to file BVRs. Yes, right. Okay, who do we have here?
Bill, Austin.
Good morning, Mr. Austin. Oh, I guess it's Mr. Rubio, not Mr. Austin, right? Sir, you're charged with criminal trespass. You are facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement where they're offering you 13 days in jail with credit for the 21 days that you've done. You are giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this, you can't change this. It's going to go on your record. From now on, you're facing a minimum of 30 days in jail. Do you understand?
Yes.
Is this what you want to do?
Yes.
How do you plead to the offense of criminal trespass? Guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty. Wait, not guilty.
Are you not guilty of this offense?
Yes. Yeah, not guilty.
Mr. Rubio, remember when we spoke?
Yeah, this is not, they're not guilty, yeah.
Okay, I can't accept this if you're saying that you're not guilty. You know, this is what we do here is if you're guilty of this offense, then you plead guilty or whatnot. But if you're not guilty, then we can't do this.
Okay,
Remember what we talked about?
yeah,
If you're not guilty, then you're gonna say not guilty, but if you're guilty,
What
then you can
hap-
take the plea.
What happened in this case?
So in this case, there was suspicious individual roaming the garage and the witness, the metro supervisor stated she received multiple reports about an individual looking into car windows and walking away when seen. The officer made contact with the defendant. The defendant was previously issued trespass warnings of the same property on August 14th, 2024 and August 27th, 2024. The defendant stated he had returned to park and ride because he has nowhere else to go.
So where was this location exactly?
A park and ride at 1030 West Grand Parkway.
Did you understand what they
yes,
said?
yes,
Based on what he said, are you guilty or not guilty?
not guilty.
Okay. Can I talk?
Email?
Yeah, I will.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna go back. I'm gonna talk to you, okay?
All right.
Okay.
Send it like,
Yeah.
okay. Okay, Josh. Hey, bud.
I was approaching on Ashley Young in custody.
Okay.
Yes, so I got appointed. The state had made a P-180 offer, but I wasn't able to get in touch with her to convey that offer.
She never comes back. It's the third time. I mean, am I supposed to just keep letting it,
Understand.
Really?
We did sign the PTI contract yesterday for the P-180 program. But with
She
there being
doesn't go, Josh. What am I supposed to do? Stephen, do you mind bringing out Miss Young?
Yes, yes, sir.
Appreciate it. I'll just stay that way for her.
Okay. I mean, but why would we keep doing, you know what I mean? Really? It's like 3 different times we've tried to get her to do this and she just.
I think it's, I guess she wasn't aware of the P-180 program until yesterday. The first time I was able to talk to her about it, just because I didn't have contact with her, but so she hasn't had a chance to kind of do that program. I understand she hasn't appeared.
Hey, you want to talk to me while we wait? Josh, you ready? Hey, what's up? How are you?
I'm well, Judge. How are you? I'm back on Jesse Herrera's case. Just checked with the state and the accident report was finally shared with us yesterday.
Okay.
So I think that's what we were getting the
Yes,
get
Judge,
the accident report, and we now have it.
Okay.
So with that said, I did already submit mitigation packet. Now I'll let them know we have accident report so we can go ahead and move forward getting into the DWI PTI
I'm
program.
gonna set it like a week to see whether they accept or deny.
Well, I had already emailed them and I got an email back, but I was waiting on the action report before moving forward after reviewing it to make sure we're gonna go that direction. So we did get accepted into it. I got the email last week, late last week as well on that one, but I was still.
You tell me, what do you want now?
I just wanted to give you an update, Judge, to let you know that we're good to go now. I have everything I need. So now I'm happy with moving forward with the DWI PTI route.
Okay.
But I just wanted to kind of update the court because I know that's what we were.
How long do you want now?
Now that I have that, maybe if I could just do a regular setting, Judge, to make sure I get everything notarized and turned in and
Okay.
all that taken
But
care
that's the last setting. What, has he done a TRAS yet?
I'm sorry?
Has he done a TRAS yet?
Yes, TRAS has already been completed. That was
Okay.
done
Got it.
months ago, Judge.
Done.
So, thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Miss Young,
Sir.
come on up.
Good evening, morning.
Don't look at his computer.
Sorry, I was trying to get the time from
How's jail?
evening. Sir,
How's jail? Shh.
treating us beautiful.
You know, we can't get you to come. We can't get you to appear.
Well, what happened was this time,
No, but there's always an excuse. It's really easy to just pick up a phone and call Josh. How hard is that? You know, that's all we literally ask you to do is remain in contact with your lawyer. That's all you got to do.
Yes, sir.
We've repeatedly tried 4 different times. Your lawyer's asking me to let you out to get in this program, but I know if I let you out, you're just gonna
No, sir.
take off.
I'll do the program. That's not the problem, sir. Honestly, with the phone situation, that's how he has a whole different number since last time I came. I don't even have that number anymore. And with the transportation part, I don't have a car. So the way I move around is either using the bus or my feet, sir. And last time that I did come, I came on my own. No one told me to come. No one called me. I knew I ended up
Don't
missing it and
come
I came.
Unless you're wearing orange. That's the only time we see you.
No,
You
sir,
don't-
I turned myself in. I came in myself after I missed my court date and I came in by myself.
When?
I can't give you a date, but if you look on there, I sat here and waited till everybody even left.
Guys, did she turn herself in or she got arrested? Can you tell? If you turn yourself in,
I
that
came
would
to
make me
court.
very happy. But if you just got arrested and that's why we have you,
Sir. No, sir, I came to court.
Young, she's on the jail dock. Last page, I think. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
I'm trying to fool anybody, sir. Are you able to look that up for me?
It's okay, yeah.
Okay.
The date
Is it on there? Because it was like 2 days, yeah, like it was 2 days after my court date, I came. No one called me, I just knew I missed it and I didn't have a ride, but I made sure to get up there because that's how I got my date reset the first time.
Looks like the booking date was the 12th, Judge, but I don't know. That's all I can see from my side.
That's when I came to 12. I've been here since.
Where did you come to?
Sorry?
Where did you go to? Did you turn yourself in the jail? Is that what you're saying?
Sir, I went to the Franklin Street, if I'm not mistaken, Franklin, 1200 Franklin, where all the court is at. Where I was supposed to go the first time. 1200 Franklin, if I'm not mistaken.
It was on Sunday though. Was it on over the weekend that you came?
Honestly, I don't even remember what day. Oh, this time? Yes, sir. I can't.
Let me, you know what we could do is we could do this, is that if we're gonna do this, you know how we do that release that we release to people? Something like that. So we know that she gets to the P180 place. Where is it? Where did they do the interview? Do you know?
I guess because it's not like an inpatient facility, would it be different if it's?
Where does it happen? Do you know? Do you know where the interview happens, Josh?
I'm not sure like physically where it is, the P180. I'm checking the state though. Because I guess she wouldn't be released to that program. She'd just be released and have to.
Do you have a date already for it? Do you have a date for it?
There's like a way to book it online, but they said that you have to send a contract to PTI, P180 contract. So, which I think is what we have now. So I think we should be able to schedule it now.
Okay, so let's do this. Schedule it, get a date, and then I'll put a GPS monitor on her prior to release. I'm not going to do this again. You ever take off on me again, I swear on everything that's holy, that'll be the 5th time. Do you understand? So I'm not giving you a PR bond now to just wait, get a date. We'll set it for like the day before, and then we'll give her a PR bond with a GPS prior to release. The instruction is she goes directly to get the interview done, and then we'll go from there. But I'm not going to continue to play this game.
But I'm not playing a game, sir. It's been cold. Like, what do you expect? It's been 20 degrees, sir. 20 degrees. You know how hard that is to actually stay.
Your finger's so frozen that you can't make a phone call?
Sir, I just got the phone. That's what I'm telling you.
If you need resources, we can give it to you. If you need a phone, if you need a tablet, if you need food, we have resources to give you. But you take off, you don't call, you don't come to court. So what are we supposed to think? And we just can't keep, I've got 4 different times. I can't continue to do the same thing.
We'll get the schedule.
All right, do it and we'll see. Okay. You ready? Hi.
Good morning. Actually, off docket, I had a client, he was set for bond forfeiture last Friday, but he's still in custody on felony bond that I don't think he's gonna be able to make, but he did get an interlock for the DWI, and he said he shares the vehicle, and now that he's in jail, his uncle needs to
I'm
use
with you.
it. So we can get a removal form.
So just get the removal order now. If he does get out, then he'll need to put it back on.
Right.
Okay?
Absolutely. Thank you,
Please
Judge.
let him know. Yeah. Hey, okay, I'm gonna go run. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You can do that one. I'll just leave this one. Okay, and then they can come up so I can turn the meeting.
Okay.
Either go for
Okay.
Oh, okay.
He's gonna need to. Check.
Okay, then I'll just go to sleep.
Usually the other trial. The competition order, something that should.
She texts like me.
I tried to. I just not really that should just do no turning. Yeah. Yes, yes. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, I said, all she needs to do is go up there and say, we just did it. That's all she needs to do. Say, "We just did it." Honestly, man. Yeah.
I want to find out more about.
So plenty of stuff. I know.
Hey, I'm looking at Campbell right now. Trying to figure if this person is a concern. I'm not totally opposed to the idea. Can she actually make it back though? How she make it back? So for example, if she drives it herself, or someone else drives it.
Yeah, no, it's there.
No.
I mean, I'm not sure.
Okay, so.
I'm being honest with you, I think there might be some.
Okay, I mean, because I worked out with Amy before I was having. Just working at she has like so unless she's in the warrant to be active from the manager. So for example, if she drives and speeds. So she should have like 14 different kinds of keys arrested over and over and over. And she's like, I mean, I'm not opposed to her setting one, but I think that there's an actual terms. And then I'm right, she's gonna have patient on board here on top of it. She didn't show up to felony. It was like 17 minutes. And so she's still not showing.
Yes.
Yes.
Really, the mother, your guy's mother says she is on this, it's like on the trunk. It's not true. It's only but anyways, I still want to look at her. I'm just not saying yes, I'm sure. Or would you do it?
I mean, Judge was kind of every time it's changed. So he was trying, there were marijuana.
I think they say it's.
It was supposed to be, it was no tolerance.
Is there?
There, I don't know if there's, I don't know if it's pending. Lauderdale. Is there a gentleman?
But sometimes they don't have.
Okay. Yeah, I can't.
When it goes 6 ounces, he was related to the fireworks. He was in a restaurant. No, I'm not trying to, drive it. Also, is it one that
Yeah, what about keepers support?
I think that's fine.
Is he not here? Could you call him?
Yeah.
It's really good. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why.
The float. I just want Yes, I did. She's fine. What's that? This is gonna cost. I have expenses before that. 252-9008. Yes. No, it's January. Yeah, it's not like Yes. Say Oh, no, that's all changed. That's a question. Yeah, this was from. Yeah. So all of you, maybe they're all.
They're taking class.
I get it. I get it.
No.
Classes. Been there. We'll see when they. Also. That's so much.
I mean, maybe get rid of the criminal mischief for the terrorist offense, but we are. And I also have thoughts too, of course, she's back. I think that there's just a weird. Probably she also situation.
We got it right. You got it all?
How are you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a new turn. Okay.
Sounds good.
Yes, he is, not necessarily the same. Manner. So, yes, if he is competent, not restored, he is. Yes. That's all. 254-54-0.
Judge has received this case for reviews on the last day to keep it in the books. You said you were waiting for an official report.
Yeah, we just heard that from the officer last week, and he said it was gonna be a week. I was just getting a moment and Tanya, our admin, was responding to me about the update that he just didn't want to.
That's probably because he's got some people that are-
Oh, okay, she responded to me at like 10:25, they haven't seen it yet, yes, so, yeah. So she, documents on the 7th, so exactly before, and get it, and now, we still have time, this was,
Yeah. I didn't want to ask the second question. Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, this is the list of violence.
No, you just give it to me. She gives us that. Yeah. No, she gives us that. She's the one that actually got it. And then we basically give it to them now, and then bring it to you and get certified. Then we can make them a copy. Oh. So it's like all this stuff. And then we can, he doesn't have that to the, because they can also show up their own.
This person, Jeffrey, something on the arms. Yeah. Yeah. Can you give me more information? You said, tell me. Well, let's call her. You can just call her and see. Because this guy, so DD, I mean, when I was in here, the prosecutor. Right now.
it's awesome. So I think all this policy, what this was about, and actions. Yeah. Of course. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Did you correct it? We're still pending it. That takes a while. We're off the keyboards for it. That's what we're student. 3 times. And then we can't find her. Oh, I did this yesterday. Because we don't have so you get a neighbor and some guy. So we're still, we finished the investigation. So I want to talk to her. I need to talk to her.
So what if I should have
Okay. He's got extensive planning history.
Not here for one time. It's a lot of he's slow back.
Let's give it another time since I just got aware of this yesterday. Investigator, you see what her thoughts are. She hasn't responded yet. I need to look at it. I'll do it
Yeah. And even if they do meditate, so it's just. Well, no, even if they don't, I don't know if you would want to spend resources. I just found some comments. And so. Yeah.
I always want to get an office report. If we can.
But you guys have.
We don't have any information for
What
it. Yes.
No, this.
You go to the office, we go to all the copies. I know, and then I just know this morning, DPS. So. And I just came across it yesterday. Yeah, I'll put it into email.
Yeah.
Okay. You need a minute to go around a little bit. Oh, yeah, of course, and I have to do another one, that's what I was following. Okay, where are you?
I'm here to just get permission from my client to travel.
Who is it?
Ray.
I don't even see his name on there. No, you need them all of those? Or you just gonna go out with that?
Okay, hi.
Hey, Judge, so I have a client that started PTI in here. His name is Mr. Abbas. Let me give you case number. 2529008. He's just starting out on PTI. Everything's going great, but he is going to be traveling to a wedding in Seattle from the 16th through the 20th. He has no travel restrictions, nothing really.
Yeah, I mean, just stay in compliance. Don't drink. I know it's a wedding.
See, I'd come by the court.
Remember, the program lies with them.
Understood.
So if he does something to violate it, at that point, they'll file a violation report and he comes back here.
Yeah.
Just urge to him, I know it's a wedding. I know you want to have champagne.
Sure.
Just don't, because it's really just not going to go well. So.
All right. I just always
I
like
don't-
to let him know. Yeah, we're going to be traveling.
I don't even know how, do they do random testing, Kelsey, while you're on the diversion program?
DWI, I believe so, yes, sir.
They do? Oh, they all have interlocks too, I guess. Yeah, okay.
Random RUAs, right?
Yeah, I'm
don't
not
know.
sure. Whatever they have. Anyway, they'll check him. He knows not to drink.
How has it worked out with our other guy?
Oh, Mr. Fox. Is that who we're talking about?
Who?
Mr. Fox.
Yes.
He is supposedly being bench warranted back to Fort Bend.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
That's what I was hoping.
Take care of Fort Bend and then he'll
Come back and then we'll, yeah,
Yeah.
great. Okay, wonderful.
Okay.
Mr. Kim, Ricardo, ding, 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 come on. Ready?
Oh, Dave, I think Stephen was gonna bring the mails out first.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll stand up.
Yeah, he's gonna bring the mails out first.
Oh, yeah.
Well, actually.
Hi, Judge. I've got 2 of the mails coming out. for
Great to see you, Shreya.
Waivers. Good to see you, Judge.
How are you?
I'm good. Sorry, just like right to it. How are you?
There's a lot of drama,
Yeah.
a lot of drama. If we had less drama, life would be just,
I agree.
You know.
That's what I tell my 10-year-old girls. But they attract the drama.
just get ready. When they get older, it's.
I know.
We got Mr. Morris, Mr. Robinson.
Morris and Robinson. Okay, good morning, guys. All right, so tell me what we're doing with these gentlemen.
We're reading extradition on both of them, Judge.
Okay, So. Mr. Morris,
Yes. Oh, you signed Mr. Morris's.
you are wanted out of the state of Louisiana for failure to register as a sex offender. Are you waiving formal extradition?
Yes. Hey, Judge, I have a question.
Shoot.
Since the charge originated out of Harris County like 40 years ago, since I served time here since in the state of Texas. Just they've been trying to make me sign up for this in Louisiana.
So what this is it looks like they filed a charge out of Louisiana, right? And they issued a warrant for one reason or the other, probably a failure to appear. It could be just a new warrant that, Dave, do you have any?
My best guess, because I don't have the underlying offense, but the originating offense that required him to register as a sex offender did come from Harris County, but they might have had some evidence that he either resided there or had an appearance in Louisiana.
Perhaps it got transferred over there.
Right, and so for some.
Or no, I mean, that wouldn't work. I don't know. I have no idea. They give us so limited information here on what the underlying case, we don't even fight the underlying case. All we do is establish who you are and whether you want to fight extradition or not. Really. And you are Sidney Robinson?
So Judge, on Mr. Robinson, we'll have the waiver on the fugitive case. And then on the assault case, if you wanted to put bond conditions, I believe state wanted no contact.
Oh, so you're on bond for an assault here out of our court here. You were also wanted out of Adams, Colorado for driving under the influence, failure to display proof of insurance, and careless driving, and
I know, Judge. I know, but it's on there. It's one of the warrants.
low power scooter operation without a license.
Which is completely false. It was a Harley. It was very.
Don't. Just you're waiving formal extradition on that case, right? Okay. So I don't know anything about are you representing him on the assault?
I am.
Wonderful. Alex?
Their cause number for the
Assault?
Yes.
254-7113.
I apologize, 254-713. 13, okay.
CBD though.
That is correct. Let me see. Okay, I can tell you the facts of the case, Your Honor, if you
want
to hear those. So on the assault, the officers were dispatched to a welfare check at a residence in Harris County, Texas, in response to a disturbance. The caller, the witness, was met by the officer, and she said she kept hearing the female saying, "Stop it." The complainant stated she went to an upstairs bedroom and slept, and that the defendant entered the room, grabbed her by the throat, and lifted her off her feet. The complainant stated she did not have pain or impede breath due to the fact that she was very intoxicated and could not feel anything at all at that moment.
Did you say she was very intoxicated?
She was very intoxicated at that moment. And then on the morning of the incident, or on the 11th of January, the defendant woke up and they started verbally arguing again. And the complainant said that the defendant threw a box at her and hit her in the head. And the complainant said the defendant began to chase her in the backyard. And while she was in the corner of the backyard, the defendant ran towards her, threw her down in the mud, and began choking her with his hands. And the officer observed the complainant to have fresh bruising around the left eye and a red marking on the left and right side of the forehead.
Okay, Mr. Robinson, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward on your assault case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to have any contact with this person and not to be in possession of weapons. I'm also ordering you not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. Do you understand? Okay, so the other thing is this, Shrey, is that he's on bond for this here.
Right.
What do we know, Day? Do we know that Colorado's coming to get him?
Yes. So they, short answer is yes. I haven't heard anything else since the original.
Okay, so We need them signed conditions. Now, you got to be aware that if you go back, if they end up picking you back and you go to Colorado, whatever happens there, you must remain in contact with Shreya here, because if you don't, we're going to issue a warrant here. And what's happening now will exactly happen over there, where you're going to be sitting in custody over there. And then a hold is going to be placed over here. And then you're going to have to come all the way back over here. All you have to do is remain in contact with her so we know what the situation is going on. And don't have any contact with the complaining witness's case. Don't pick up any new cases. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And Judge, in case, for whatever reason, Colorado decides not to extradite and he is released in the next week, we're gonna do a appearance required for the January 29th.
Okay. That sounds good to me.
Okay.
Okay.
Was there state conditions, Your Honor?
No, pre-trial.
Morning, Judge. We're approaching on Mrs. Troy Britton. This is the one that, oh, you weren't here yesterday, Judge. Judge Jackson was here yesterday. We were trying to do something, but I asked to bring my client here so she can know what's going on.
So Judge, the original approach yesterday, while Judge Jackson filled in, was the man jurisdiction requested an extension of 2 days, which she granted because it's 2 days and you typically do that. But Ricardo wanted the accused to come to court so that it could be a more formal understanding of what's happening. And during that time for this morning is Ricardo's not telling me she is wanting to have a bond set by the court. State as opposed.
Yeah, this is the one where she's like 17 and she's got already like
she's had 7
half-
charges,
yeah.
2 of them
She's
failure.
19, Judge.
Okay, 19, right? Yeah. Sorry, I can't. Just you scare me, man. I can't. They're all very violent cases now. You know, you're wanted as state for another. You know, sorry.
Judge, if I may,
Sure.
in talking to my client, she's made valid points to me. And of course, I'm just.
I know you're advocating for your client, and I'm never going to begrudge anyone for advocating. It's your job, I know. But you're 19 years old. You've got 7 priors already. You're wanted out of another state. There are multiple aggravated assault cases. You've got 2 failure to appears. At some point, we have to say when. And now's that point. You scared me, really. I don't want anything else to happen. So,
So the extension was originally granted by Judge Jackson out to the, I want to miss. 24th.
if I'm not doing any more. If they don't come here by that point, she gets released. Okay, all right, thanks.
Judge.
Thanks, Your Honor.
Bo,
How you doing, Judge?
hey, man. Hey, I got Bo here.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah. What was it?
Page 7, Judge Escobel, come on up.
Have you heard PC on this, Bo, yet?
Yes, sir. So, Your Honor, yesterday, she was on the docket actually so she was on bond for the case out of the 178th, a assault of a family member. They actually, we went up there yesterday. They had her on the docket. There was some issue with the bond and why she was in custody because she never got noticed. So we addressed that yesterday, but she picked up a violation of protective order because when she was arrested for the bond, for the warrant on that, the victim, the complaining witness, her husband, was in the vehicle with her.
And at the house, allegedly.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Are you telling me that that's wrong?
No, sir, that is correct. And that is correct.
Because the only thing I'm doing is no contact, no drugs, no alcohol, and no weapons. That's all I did.
Yes, sir. If I may add, Your Honor, the prosecutors yesterday did call. They spoke with the victim who wanted the order lifted. Judge Susan Brown was covering the 178th. She said she was going to she was keeping it in place where she could not go to the home, but she was allowing contact.
Okay, I'll mirror her order then.
Yes, sir.
And I don't know, has a MOA been granted in this case? Do you see if a Moab is in Ms. Esquivel's case? If a Moab has, if an order for protection has not been granted, I'm granting one now, ma'am. I'm issuing a protective order that identifies Mr. Longoria as a protected individual. You cannot commit family violence or an assault against this person. Commit an act in furtherance of an offense under section 42.072 of the Texas Penal Code, which is the stalking statute. You cannot threaten, harass, use another person to communicate a threat or harassing behavior. You cannot be in possession of a weapon. You cannot go within 200 feet of the address listed in the order of protection. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you violate this court order, I'm telling you, at that point, you're going to get hit probably with another felony. And just, it's not hard. Now, you've got a great lawyer. Listen to him and he'll take care of you. Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance, but it is your responsibility to stay in touch with him. If he tells me he can't get a hold of you, I'm going to issue a warrant for your arrest. All right?
I understand. Yes, Your Honor.
So we'll have you take a seat. We'll craft all the orders. We'll have you sign it. And then after that, you're free to go.
Okay. Would
All
you
right.
like me to sit?
You can go out there. Bo, do you want the same date as the felony?
Yes, sir. Please, Your Honor.
Done.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank
man.
you, Judge.
Thanks.
Take care.
You too.
Judge, quick case, Lanisha Stokes, ST, on your bond docket. She essentially has a felony warrant for failure to appear from December 17th. Today's appearance was waived. Do you want to set her for this week?
Yeah.
Thank you.
SFBF. Okay. Hi.
You know, I have a plea.
I'm ready when you are. Come up, Mr. Moreno. You need a translator?
Yes, she's here.
Okay. Hi, please. Was restitution paid in this case or no?
No, sir.
So it will be a part of the probation then, okay? Mr. Barreño, you are charged with driving while intoxicated. First offense. Is it, it's charged with the 0.15, right?
Yes.
Okay. Is it true or untrue that you had a breath alcohol concentration of a 0.15 or above? Okay, true to the enhancement. You have worked out an agreement where they're offering you 1 year in jail to be probated for 15 months. As part of this agreement, you will do what's called a TRAS, which is an evaluation to see what other conditions you may need. You must fulfill any conditions that they add. 30 hours of community service, a victim impact panel. They have not put a DWI education class though. Did you forget to put a DWI education class? And is this a true first? Is it a true first?
It's a true first, Your Honor. And it appears that, yes, we forgot to put the DWI education.
Must do a DWI education class. 1 victim impact panel, no drugs, no alcohol, $250 in restitution to the complaining witness. You must have a guardian interlock and follow all other conditions of the court.
The guardian judge, I think we need a affidavit and no driving. He does not have a
You're on probation in this court. You need to understand that if you're not in this country with permission and you go to jail and immigration finds you, they're going to put a detainer on you. So if I were you, while you're on this probation, I would live with a halo above my head. Follow all the conditions. Do not consume alcohol. Do not drive. It is a part of your probation. If you violate these conditions, I'm going to put you in jail. I will issue a warrant, put you in jail, and I'm going to bring you out. We're going to have a hearing as to whether you violated it. If you do, you are looking at an entire year in jail. Do you understand?
Yes.
You also need to understand that from now on, you are facing a minimum of 90 days in jail for any new cases that you pick up. You are giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, this is going to go on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. You can never take it off. Is this how you understand the agreement?
Yes,
How do you plead to the offense, guilty or not guilty?
guilty.
I'm going to find you guilty. One more caution word is that because this is going to go on your record, if you were ever pulled over, even 30 years from now, an officer sees this and they smell alcohol on you, it's probably not going to go well. Good luck, sir.
Take you to your head already, Judge.
Okay, so whatever. Okay, good luck. You waive the fee. All right, ready?
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's because we have the interpreter here. It's a Spanish plea also for Pichu.
Oh, he's pleading. He's pleading on both, huh?
Yeah, he's got to play on both. They got him in a
Mr. Perechu, today is not a good day. You were on bond for DWI. You picked up another DWI. You've been able to work out agreements with both of these, but both of these charges will go on your record. They will be there for the rest of your life. You need to understand, if you ever pick up another DWI, you will be facing a third-degree felony, a minimum of 2 years in prison, a maximum of 10 years in prison. If I were you, even if you have had a sip of alcohol, I wouldn't get into a car. It is a humongous risk that you're taking. Do you understand?
Yes.
You are giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you are not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. So once you plead guilty, you can never take these off. Do you understand?
Yes.
How do you plead to the offense? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
I will find you guilty. On one of the cases, it's alleged that you had a 0.15 or above. Is this true?
Yes.
Okay, true to the enhancement. All right, I'm going to suspend your license for a year. Do not drive. Good luck to you, sir.
That's the only thing is those.
I'm going to waive the fees. Waive the fees? Is that what you're talking about?
Okay, thank you, Judge. Appreciate it.
Yeah, okay.
Good morning, Judge. First, Mr. Lauderdale. He's in the box.
All right. Come up, Mr. Lauderdale.
There's some cognitive issues.
I'm just asking him to be nice. You know? Mr. Lauderdale, be nice. It's not hard. Self-control. I've given you a lawyer. You have to stay in contact with him. If he tells me that he cannot get a hold of you, I'm going to issue a warrant for your arrest. Do you understand? Okay. Do you have any questions? All right. Do you have a cell phone?
Give me a phone number I can reach him on. His mother's.
Okay. Do you want a cell phone? We have services that we can give you so that you can get your own cell phone. Do you want one? Okay. Do you mind giving him, we're going to give you paperwork, but you have to do the work, but I'm going to give you the resources to be able to get a phone. If you need anything else, come back, talk to us, and we can try to give you whatever you need. The worst thing that can happen is that you don't come back. Okay? Perhaps we should do not waived. I don't know. It's up to you, whatever you think is appropriate. Okay? All right. Good luck.
Hey, Judge.
Josh.
Miss Young, Ashley Young.
Okay.
So we, the soonest P180 assessment, we scheduled it for January the 30th.
Okay.
On that one.
So let's set it for maybe the 29th. Okay, and then I'll do the PR bond, and then we'll do the GPS.
Custody until.
Yeah, I'm not. If I let her out, it's right. So I'm giving her the opportunity the day before, let you out. This is what you need to do, right?
I know you mentioned the GPS monitor. If she doesn't have a home address, would that be an issue for the GPS monitor?
No, because I think that there's a way that we can still work it out.
Okay.
I think, yeah, if you want to talk to her, but I think that there's still a way that we can work it out, even if they don't have an address. Okay? Okay. Thanks. All right.
You just said the day before or the day after?
No, before, we got a letter out before.
Okay, just trying to get the order right. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Hi, Justin.
Hey, Judge. I'm back on the case from last week, and I wanted to, my client's here. I wanted to see if we could approach and talk about some things. We talked about the change in the bond conditions, and then he brought up something. Before I get too much into it, though, we might get into some of his medical stuff.
All right,
family violence.
254.
He's here in the courtroom. Judge, may I bring him up?
Please. I swear I'm dyslexic. Morning, Mr. Harris. Sir, you were charged with assault of a family member. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir.
This case on docket or is it?
No, it's a walk-in.
May I get the cost on this?
Yeah, it's 2-5. Go ahead.
And then after I say it, I need to pull it up. It's 254, counsel. 5144.
Thank you so much. On December 27th, 2024, in Harris County, Texas, officers were dispatched to a family disturbance call, and upon arrival, the officers met with the complainant's son, who stated that his parents were fighting. The officer met with the complainant, who was not cooperative, but stated that the defendant choked her, causing pain, and reported pressure of a 7 on a 1 to 10 scale. And then the officer then observed a large bruise on the complainant's arm. The complainant's son stated that the defendant had abused the complainant for a very long time, and that this is not the first time he has choked her.
Mr. Harris, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to have any contact with the complaining witness in this case and not to be in possession of weapons. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I'm entering in now what's called a magistrate's order for emergency protection. That is a court order that identifies Ms. Pisana as a protected individual. You cannot commit family violence or an assault against this person. Commit an act in furtherance of an offense under section 42.072 of the Texas Penal Code, which is the stalking statute. You cannot stalk, threaten, harass, use another person to communicate a threat or harassing behavior, be in possession of a weapon, or go within 200 feet of the Buffalo Bend Drive address. Do you understand? If you violate this, the state can and probably will file a violation of protective order. It's one of the worst cases you can pick up. Do you understand? Okay.
I speak briefly.
Please.
The state has had a chance to talk to the complaining witness this morning and on January 2nd, and the complaining witness spoke with officers at the time of the investigation and said that she did not want to press charges, that they had a dispute and that it was not, as talked about by everyone else, she was not saying to anyone that she was choked or anything else. And they spoke with her this morning. She only wants a protective order against violence communication between each other. They've been married for 7 years, together for 19 years. They were together as much as yesterday, Your Honor, and that's not what she's looking for. She's looking for resolution of the case. They have a home together, they live together, raise their children together. Mr. Harris has been employed at the same company doing construction work for the last 20 years. They're fighting a foreclosure on their home. Having him move out to try to find somewhere else to live would make them keeping their home impossible.
My only concern is the violence. And my major concern is the fact that we have here children that are exposed to and see continual violent behavior. You know, when a kid sees that, what happens? You know, that's a huge concern. We have, did the child say that this happened?
Said that it's not the first time.
Well, the son was not present at the incident. I think.
Well, I don't know that.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I mean,
So-
all I know is that a child telling an officer, hey, man, you know.
Son is 18, does not live in the residence, came to the residence as they were getting into it. So would not have been there, would not have saw interaction between them. But the facts will lay themselves out and we'll look to that, Judge, but we are asking the court would consider that.
Guys, what do you say? You heard the facts, right? He wants to have contact.
I just spoke with complainant and she requested no negative contact. I gave her the options of no negative or no contact altogether, and she said no negative.
So you think contact's okay?
I would defer to you, Your Honor, that's what she said, but no contact, the more restrictive is fine with us.
What scares me is that even, you know, they're going through even a more stressful time. You know, if their house is in foreclosure, it adds upon more stress. So we have these facts that are pretty bad. We've got more of a stressful situation happening now. The last thing I need or want is for anyone to end up on the news because someone does something rash that you can't recover from. You know, the thing is that when you pick up these criminal cases, right, you've dug yourself a hole. You've dug yourself a hole, but the hole is not so deep that you can't get out of. Sometimes people dig themselves such a damn big hole they never get out of. It's continually on the news every single day. 90% of the people that you see in jail, because they don't have any self-control. They get upset, they wig out and do whatever the hell they want to do without thinking, if I do this, what's going to happen? If I say this, what's going to happen? Because when stuff of this nature happens, it affects everyone. It's like a cancer. It radiates everyone, affects everyone. And with the stressful things that are going on now, it scares me to allow contact because I don't want any further. I don't want anything worse to happen. I don't know. I don't know.
I understand, Judge. Mr. Harris has no criminal history. This is the first allegation. I know what we hear in the office report about it happening in the past. We've never had any action with law enforcement in something like this. I don't have any doubts. I've known Mr. Harris and his father for many years now, and I don't expect anything to happen, but you're right. I can't stand before the court and say that. And Mr. Harris can do everything that he can do to ensure he's used coping techniques. We've talked about him since I've been representing him about leaving the scene. It's not in the report, Judge. There's some things that we have to deal with alcoholism within the home that he's trying as a husband to work through with his wife. So there's some things that need to be done, Judge, but he's been responsible.
That's the other thing I was going to say. I don't want you consuming alcohol or illegal drugs. I'm going to test you. If I find that you're consuming alcohol or illegal drugs, you pick up a new case, I'm going to put you in jail. I'm going to tell you now, I will do everything in my power to protect my community at all costs. I don't care who is in front of me. I don't care what gender, color, or your small farm animal. I don't care. Do you understand?
Sir.
The problem is that, and what you need to understand, what is threatening or harassing doesn't matter what you think. I could care less what you think. It is what the other person perceives. So can conduct alone violate this? If I go like this, is that threatening or harassing? It most certainly is. And they can land your butt in jail in a moment's notice. Do you understand?
Sir.
How long ago did this take place?
December 27th.
27th, so it's 2024, yeah.
So it's been a couple weeks already.
A couple weeks already.
I will allow you to have contact, but no threatening or harassing contact. And I'm telling you now, between now and the next setting, I'm going to test you for drugs and alcohol. And if I find that you're using, I will lock you up. You have to imagine that if you're in jail and the bond is set at 10 to 20,000, if you don't have anyone to pony up that kind of money, you will be stuck like Chuck until this thing's over with. Do you understand?
Sir.
Self-control. We all get upset. I have 4 kids. They drive me up the freaking wall every single day. But if I try to beat them into submission, it only makes things worse. Because hell hath no fury like a scorned woman and a teenager who's out of control. And when they see that type of what's going on, it's okay. They think it's okay. It's not.
Understand.
All right. Okay. So you will be monitored by trial. No threatening or harassing. He can go back home for now. But if I hear anything else, I'm going to unleash. You understand?
Sir.
Okay.
All right, will we be excused for him to get with pretrial on the pretrial bond?
Oh, yeah.
He's a bond set and I'm hearing no up being signed.
No what?
No more.
No. The MOAP is going to be granted.
Okay.
I'm entering in the order for protection. Everything in that order is stuff that you shouldn't do anyways. The only thing I'm taking off is the residential restriction. Everything else stays. So if you make any threats, they're going to file another case on you. And I'm going to tell you, it's the capital murder of misdemeanors. You pick up a violation of protected order. Does he have any criminal history?
No, Your Honor.
All right, I'll set bond at $100. I'll grant you a PR bond. It's the only one you're going to get though. You understand? Okay, guys. Got it. You got it. Thanks.
Right this way. Right this way. Sorry, counsel.
Did you get all that? So no alcohol, no drugs, no weapons, no threatening, harassing.
Hey, both of y'all, come here.
11th, that's a Tuesday.
Damn, Greg.
Fourth or the 6th.
Yeah, $100. Yasha,
Good morning, Judge. How are you?
how are you?
I'm good, Judge. Thank you. I'm here on Mr. Sean O'Connor.
Page 15.
Thanks. Okay, where we at?
Yes, Judge. I spoke with the chief regarding this case. We still have an OWART that's pending and also a CW. They're still trying to do the rip on this case, Your Honor. They've sent it to an investigator. They're asking for a
You
1 to 2
don't have an
week.
OR?
It's DPS and they're taking for forever for whatever reason, and then I just called the office yesterday, we only have the complainant's first and last name, we don't have date of birth, so we're struggling, I sent it to the investigator.
So let's do this. Subpoena the officer to come to court, 2 weeks. Subpoena Deuces Teacom with the report, all shreds of evidence in this case. If he doesn't, then we'll have a show cause of what the hell is going on. I mean, it's 190 days old. They haven't even given us a damn OR. Unacceptable. Okay, so set it for 2 weeks, but let them know what the date is so they know to put that on the subpoena.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
Yeah.
Hey, Judge Harris, did you say anything about North? Did I miss it?
Yeah, it's granted, but I'm removing the residential restriction. Okay. Hey, Justin, I signed your stuff. Sorry to keep you waiting. Yeah.
Oh, no problem, Judge.
Okay, there you go. Tell me.
All right, I'm here, Your Honor. Mr. Godfrey's here. I did speak with him.
Okay, come up, Mr. Godfrey. Did he test positive for anything? For what? Mr. Godfrey, you know, this life is a journey. It's either a really great journey where you go on nice vacations, you buy nice cars, you buy nice clothes, or it can be a rotten, miserable of an existence where you never have money. You're constantly fighting with everyone because you got no money. You have no education, so you'll never get any money. You have no trade, so you'll never get a good job. It starts now while you were 17. It doesn't start when you're 32. Life, you start to build your life now because there's only one way that you're going to go. You're either going to go up or you're going to go down. Make it a good life. And it starts with knowledge. Knowledge is power, and you get it with education. And I want to see you do it. So you're going to get back into school. And number two, I'm going to test you 45 days from today. If you test positive for marijuana again, life is not going to go well. Do you catch my drift? So what we're going to do is we're going to bring you back in about 2 to 3 weeks. I want to see what you have done to get either back into high school or to work on your GED. If you need help, we have resources that we can give you to help you get free GED classes. But if you've done nothing in the next 3 weeks, again, it's not going to go well. I want you to become someone, not another statistic in and out of custody, because you start doing things just to get money the wrong way. That's not the way to go through life. So, who do you live with now? Your aunt. Okay.
She's here in the courtroom this morning.
Great. Where is she? Come on up, ma'am.
I will say that when I mentioned to him that you have the resources for a GED, he told me that he wanted to enroll in a program at a school because it was important to him to quote, walk across the stage.
That'd be great. She can come. That's fantastic. That's what you need to do. I'm telling you, the more schooling you have, the more money you're going to make in life. Ask him. Ask him how great it is having money. He's killing it. And I'm telling you, this is your business model right here. Thank you so much for coming.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much for taking care of him.
Yes, sir.
You know, we want to see the best in him.
Right.
And it starts with high school. So what I did was I made it a condition of his bond.
Okay.
And I will give you anything that you need also. What I told him is he's not allowed to smoke weed.
Right.
He's going to be tested again in 45 days. If he tests positive, I'm going to put him in jail.
Okay.
We have resources to give you. If you need a phone, if he needs a tablet, you know, resources to get a GED, we can help you out and we can give you these things.
Okay.
So whatever you need.
Thing today is try to make it right.
Right. So the other thing is this, I don't want you out in the middle of the night. Nothing good happens at 2 a.m. when you're out. You understand? What would you like from me? Do you need anything from me? I can put a curfew on him.
I've read the simulation that you already have, so we're gonna go with that.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
If you ever need anything, you can always come back here. We're happy to help you with whatever you need.
Yes, sir.
We're going to waive the cost on everything, so nothing's going to come out of your pocket for anything. Okay. And just good luck. Make me proud.
Yes, sir.
I'm not asking for much. All
Thank
right.
you.
Okay. Good luck, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ready? Hi.
I got appointed to Miss Ashley Campbell. She's in custody.
Hey, tell me, what do you guys want?
We're pushing today on a waiver.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
She's waving? Do you mind bringing her out? Please? It was Ashley Campbell. Adnan.
Good morning, Judge. Your Honor,
Yeah.
I was approaching on, look, I'll come back.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Sure, no problem.
Good morning, Ms. Campbell.
Hello.
Hi, you were wanted out of the state of Louisiana for unauthorized use of a motor vehicle. Are you
Yes.
waiving formal extradition today?
Yes, I'm done. I'll go to Louisiana and go deal with that and where I believe.
You don't have to say anything.
No.
Just yes?
Yes,
Okay,
no,
wonderful.
yes,
Well,
no, yeah, yes, yes, yes. Yes, you're hearing, yes.
Okay,
Sorry, it's been a long day with breathing and.
it's okay. You're doing great. All right, good luck.
Yes, thank you, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, Adnan, sorry. Oh, yeah. thanks.
no
I was
problem,
wondering. Thanks. Okay, so tell me about Mr. Villegas.
Your Honor, his bond conditions and his MOAB require him not to go to his address. Per the RIP, the CW has a different address that she's requesting for him not to go near. We're not asking to change contact or anything like that.
Okay,
CW
let me verify it, Adnan, and then I'm okay with it. Okay, if it's his house and she's not going over there or she's not living there, then I can always amend it for you, for sure.
Yes,
Can I
Judge.
give you the cause number?
Yes, Judge.
It is 254-1728.
Villegas?
Yeah. So what Adnan is saying is that the MOAB that we have is his address and not hers.
Okay, let me
So
see
you,
what the complainant told us.
Greg,
And that's including the bond conditions, bro.
say it again, Adnan?
And that's including the bond conditions as well.
Yeah.
The only thing that the complainant told us that she plans to move out of state. She didn't really mention anything about where she's currently residing.
Okay, they don't have any of that information, Adnan, so let me have them reach out to her to rip it, verify it.
I was looking at the RIP, Your Honor. It did.
And I do have a note from the 13th from yesterday, saying that the complainant did move, and I have an address, and I don't want to read it out loud, but there's an address, and if it's a different address, then.
So let's do this. What I'll do is I will put, I'm gonna print out the MOAB, and I'll put that new address on it.
Yes. Yes. And also the bond conditions.
Thank you.
Next time.
Do my place at the same time as I have. They popped up today.
It's okay, Greg. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
You know us, quick draw McGraw. Oh, great. Okay, hey, Alex, do you mind putting in?
The new address.
Yeah. Vic, hey, I need you to help me out, please. Can I give you a cause number? 254-1728.
I figured.
One of the conditions is that he can't go back to the house listed in this, on the address in the MOAB now. It's his house, so I'm amending the MOAB to put her new address and to let him go back to the house that's listed there. I want it just to be able to reflect in the conditions as well, so that if he goes there, there's not going to be an issue. His house, right, but no, with the new address, that's where he can't go. And then I'll have Alex give it to you too.
Still have that around. Just a reminder.
What?
For the notice, check the page that was right there. I think it's. at the bottom of that one.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
That's it. Where are you going?
I've got some stuff getting done in my house. Like,
Oh, you're leaving it.
I didn't anticipate them popping up today. So, let's just say it didn't pop up on my docket. Victoria emailed me and said. Or else I would have been here much earlier.
Not a big deal. We're still here. Adnan, we got you, but I think we're got it. I'll have them refile the new MOAB with the new address on it. And I've taken it with pretrial as well. So he can go back to the house.
Understood, Judge. Thank you so much.
For sure.
See you, Judge.
I guess let me know if you need anything else.
I will, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay. As far as the criminal trespass.
Good morning, guys.
Yes, sir.
Both of you guys are charged with criminal cases. Both of you guys have worked out agreements with the state to plead guilty on those cases. What you guys need to understand is that they will end up on your record. They're going to be there for the rest of your life. You can never take it off. They're even there after you die. This is important because from now on, you will have minimums for any new cases that you pick up, if you pick up cases. So for both of you, Mr. Esparza, you're charged with criminal trespass. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. The agreement you have is 3 days in jail, credit for the 6 that you've done. From now on, any new cases you pick up, you're looking at a minimum of 30 days in jail. Do you understand?
Sir.
Mr. Wardy, you're charged with assault causing bodily injury, and that's a Class A. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You pick up any new cases from now on, that's a minimum of 90 days in jail. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Both of you guys are giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers, right to be arraigned, charged, read to an open court if you're not a citizen. There are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. How do you plead to the offense, Mr. Wardy?
Guilty.
How do you plead to the offense?
Guilty.
I'll find both of you guilty, sentence you to the time, and roll your court costs. Good luck to you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
I'll get out to tonight.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I'll go back to.
Hi.
I'm here, Mr. Lumumba. I'm just asking for a reset. We just got an offer.
Okay.
See if there's something else we could do for him, so.
They're getting quite up there. It's 150. We'll give you a normal reset, but at the next time, we got to do something. Okay.
Understand, Judge.
All right. Got you. Have fun. I'm scared. How are you?
I'm doing very well, thank you. And I'm approaching on the Brandon Lane case. It's on your jail docket. And Mr. Lane, we had reset for 30 days so he could do the competency evaluation. In that meantime, my understanding is he got shipped off to Louisiana. So I don't think the competency evaluation.
Why would they do that?
When I talked to Helena.
Dog it.
And she's said for next week. And so, and also send a message to whoever's responsible for shipping to say, don't do that so we can accomplish this.
I got to figure that they probably just saw a long reset, and because of the overcrowding, they just.
I understand.
So, okay.
But I just was trying to solve the problem.
Right. Okay.
So my proposal is that we just reset it for late next week to see the.
Whatever you want. Whatever you want.
Okay. Thank you, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Gaines.
Anthony Harris.
Carrion Barnes, come up. Mr. Barnes, you were charged with theft. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Oh, Your Honor. Good case.
Can you go ahead and reach out, please, for Mr. Barnes? This is the,
Oh.
Yeah, it was supposed to.
Okay. On April 8th, 2023, the officer was dispatched in a reference to theft. The officer made contact with the complainant, the Walmart store manager, who stated that on April 7th, 2023, the defendant grabbed an iPhone 14 Pro Max, placed it under garments, walked to the men's room, and returned to the sales floor, where he passed all points of sale without attempting to purchase. The value of the item was $1,000 and 149 cents, or $1,149. And the complainant stated that he went into the men's room and found the iPhone 14 casing and wrapper in a garbage can. The complainant stated that they did an audit on the cell phones and noticed one missing. And the complainant stated the defendant was observed on surveillance taking the phone, and the defendant was brought into the office and questioned about the phone, where he admitted to taking the phone. The defendant further admitted to unwrapping the phone in the men's room and then taking it home. The officer made contact with the defendant, who repeated that he took the phone and passed all points of sale.
all right, Mr. Barnes, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I will give you a PR bond now, but if you pick up any more cases, you do anything else, no more. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
How old are you, sir?
22.
Okay. What do you do for a living?
I'm a sales representative,
You
but
graduate
I don't
high
have.
school?
Sorry? Yes, sir.
Graduate from high school?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's do this. I'm going to appoint you a lawyer today. As a condition of your bond, you're not to go to any Walmarts. Do you understand?
Sir.
Just be good. This is literally one of the worst that you can pick up, man. Really, you're 22, you're starting life now. You build yourself up, not down. The theft is. You file no going to Walmart.
Yes.
All right, so I'm gonna have you sign a receipt of Victoria, and then I'm gonna have you take a seat, find your lawyer, okay? Please. Yeah, I got you. Okay, okay. All right. All right.
What do you have for a plea, Judge? The beat.
Good morning, Mr. Bonilla.
Buenos días, señor Bonilla.
Mr. Bonilla, you are charged with indecent exposure. Is this a second indecent exposure?
Yes, sir.
We need that paperwork. This is very important, and you need to understand that from now on, because it's a second conviction, you will now have to register as a sex offender for 10 years. This is extremely important. If you fail to register on your release from jail, they can potentially file felony charges on you. Do you understand?
¿Usted lo entiende?
Es que decir sí o no. Yes.
Yes.
So we need him to sign paperwork reflecting that he's been admonished about the registration
Yes, sir.
requirement. The agreement that you have worked out is 250 days in jail
Yes.
with credit for the 130 days that you have done.
Y ya sirvió.
You give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement, Mr. Bonilla. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you are not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeals once you accept this agreement. You can never change this or undo this. Do you understand?
¿Usted lo entiende?
I understand this.
You still want to do this?
Yes.
How do you plead to the offense of indecent exposure? Guilty or not guilty?
¿Culpable o no culpable?
Culpable.
Guilty.
I will find you guilty, sentence you to 250 days in jail, give you credit for the 130 days that you have done.
Ya sirvió.
I need to see if it's enhanced. It is enhanced. Mr. Bonilla, you were enhanced with a Class A misdemeanor assault out of court 5 from February 6th of 24. Is it true? Is it true that you
¿Verdad?
had that prior assault?
Ese asalto previamente.
Did you have a prior assault with us here?
¿Y en esta corte?
Yes.
Yes.
So true to the enhancement. Is that it?
I'm gonna have them fill this out, the defense attorney has to go over and show them something.
Okay, so Abel, we need you to go with this over with him so he can initial it. He initials by everything and then I'll sign it after that. Okay, all right. Hey, I'm also going to make a docket notation saying that he's been admonished about the 10-year registration requirement.
I mentioned beforehand about it. I think I have to register. I believe based on his other case and his high school.
It's not going to be.
That's just not, I mean, this has to.
Is there an ice hole? Okay. I have no idea how that would work. Right, and he still has a case upstairs too. I don't know what's gonna happen, but at some point he's gonna be released. If they don't deport him, he still needs to know that. I don't even know, like, once you get out of jail, how long you have to go before you have to register.
So once he's deported,
It's like, is it 3 days or something?
No, it's, I believe it's a week. But the problem is that he'll immediately have to.
Right.
Upon release.
Yeah.
Judge, for bond, is that state's bond condition?
States, yeah.
Yeah, it was 2. Is that?
No, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, regular recess, yeah.
Also, we have it in a rating that I've been trying to look there,
But-
but I just showed up in the.
All right, I'm up.
All right, Judge, page 13, Martain. This one, Judge, has 2 cases, one lighted and 13 that should be coming in.
What time does court start, sir?
Court starts at, I just read the sign, 8:30, sir.
What time did you get here?
I got a felony court at 8 o'clock, sir.
Oh, you had felony court today?
Yes, sir. Excuse my absence, sir.
It's okay. I mean, if you had felony court, then I'm not gonna ding you. but-
Or 183 Judge Lane or something like that. Just been appointed January 1st.
So the one that's in 13 is getting transferred here? You've now picked up your 3rd case.
Yes, sir.
You were not, don't say anything. You're charged with possession of marijuana again. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir. All right.
Your Honor, which possession case we're doing PC on, the one ending in 562 or the 9?
Let's do, yeah, 562. And then we'll do the other one right after.
Okay. On January 6, 2025, the officer conducted a traffic stop on the 3100 block of West Little York Road for the defendant's vehicle having a defective passenger tail light. And the officer made contact with the defendant, the driver, with a passenger. The defendant gave permission for the officer to search the vehicle. And the officer observed a clear bag of green leafy substance which emitted an odor of marijuana between the passenger seat and the center console. The defendant admitted the bag was his, and the substance was known to be marijuana based on training experience. The weight was 50.4 grams or 1.77 ounces.
You have a license. You say he was a driver?
He was the driver, and the car had a defective passenger taillight.
Can you tell me if there's a valid license, please?
It's eligible, Your Honor.
Now let's do it on the new case, please.
Yes, Judge. So on January 10th, 2025, the officer stopped the vehicle for a defective stop lamp. The officer made contact with the driver, and while trying to confirm the vehicle VIN from the front windshield, it was blocked with a white card. So he asked the driver if he could open the driver door to confirm the VIN number, and the defendant, the driver, agreed. And while the door was open, the officer saw a small bag of marijuana in the driver door compartment. The officer detained the defendant, and the weight of the marijuana was 0.289 ounces and was known to be marijuana based on training experience.
Stops today, Mr. Martin. I will test you 45 days from today. And if you test positive for marijuana, I'm going to revoke your bond and put you in. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
No more smoking marijuana. I'm making it a condition of your bond. Do you need a court-appointed lawyer, sir?
Yes, sir, for right now.
Okay. I'll have you fill out an application. If you qualify, I will provide you a lawyer today. And let me make one more thing apprise you. If you pick up a 4th case, I'm going to go nuts. Do you understand, sir?
Yes, sir.
Your attitude is that like this is a big joke, but I don't know why you're laughing. It's not a funny matter. And, but
I have the right to speak.
No, don't.
Yes, sir.
You have the right to remain silent. I have a bunch of DAs here. Whatever you say, they're going to try to use it against you. I'm just trying to impart to you that a third case, it's not a happy thing.
Judge, did you want to go first?
Yeah.
Page 4, Birch, set for arraignment, first time, failed to appear.
Um, 4501.
All right, page 6, Judge, top of page 6. Was THA yesterday, he failed to appear, so I wrote it for today. He did show up. He's here. He was
Okay.
THA.
Come on up. Is that you? Is it Chappelle? Chapel, come on up. Good morning, Mr. Chapel. Do you have a lawyer today?
Sir.
Do you have a lawyer today?
I'm trying to get caught up on the.
I'll have you fill out an application. I'll see whether you qualify and we'll go from there. Okay? Please.
It's just one. Judge, did you grant a license today?
No.
Next, Judge, is page 23.
5,002 on both.
And then let me know when you're ready.
Okay.
The stitches.
Hello? Okay. I guess let him in. And just tell him. Yeah. Yeah. And they have to back.
I haven't seen you forever.
I know.
Yeah. We didn't see it.
We didn't see it.
It's the one off docket that I pulled up on your computer.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's the cause number? 2481613. Sit down tomorrow.
Okay, who's next? Vic?
Page 36, Lopez.
Just waive it. Satisfied. Just satisfied.
Court 10 wants to know, would you like them to put stuff in front?
In my queue. No, in my queue.
Yes, okay, look.
Is there anything else, Vic? Again, how many are you waiting on? Hey,
I've just been
something else?
just when I was appointed of Mr. Kyron.
Barnes?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Kyron Barnes.
The only bond condition was not to go to any Walmart.
Yes, sir.
Other than that, just same old, same jive.
Yes, sir, Your Honor. Thank you.
Sure, thank you. Thank you for helping us out.
Yes, sir. Can he be excused from?
Yes.
Thank you.
Sounds good.
I'm on the way. Mr. Barnes, please do not leave. Have a seat.
Oh, wait a minute.
Hey, so let's
Yes.
let's talk about that one case you guys wanted to talk about. Rodriguez, is it?
Oh, yes, sir. That one, the Vicente Rodriguez
Yeah,
person.
tell me.
That became a media case. It's been on KPRC or something for the last, like,
Yeah, but
yesterday.
not here now. So
Right, but
it's
the guy
gone.
was told by like higher up people to go in with the revoke and raise, and then the new bond conditions for no contact.
So is he here?
We
Can-
can reset it for Thursday because Anna's out.
Oh, I got it. Okay, so we'll,
But can we like put the motions in today? Is that possible without him?
Not
Or we have
without
to
him.
Sign them?
no, well, I have to let him know about it. I can't just sign it and say, you know, I have to apprise him of it. I got, defense counsel has to be here because she may make an argument against it, right?
Yeah, but.
I know, but I gotta have him here. That's why I was gonna put him on dock for tomorrow, but if you're saying Anna's out, then she can't be here
Set it
tomorrow.
for Thursday, but I would.
Yeah,
I didn't realize it was, communication was like.
it'll stay there. I'll address it with them on Thursday. Anna hopefully will be here on that day and then we can take care of everything then.
Okay, so we can leave them in the queue.
Yeah, I have it here ready to go. I just can't sign it until I, admonish him. Is this the one where keeps going allegedly back to the house, broke a window on a car, spray
Judge.
painted? Yeah, according to there was like a couple times where no PC was found or no charges were filed and.
Right, and it's our understanding that the reason that went the media case is because of the no PC found, yeah, and the dismissal.
Amy tried to call them, but they didn't answer. I'm 3 years old. There's no evidence. Good, but then should we take a look at those financial affidavits?
I'm granting this one. Yeah. For what? Oh, nice. Happy birthday.
Thank you. Go ahead and just have a seat.
That's funny.
All right. Okay. Was that it?
One more thing.
Okay. Was that it though?
Yeah.
All right, guys. Done.
Thank you.